All right, good morning. All right. So first let me speak to the teachers. Teachers, in your bags, you should have a pen in there for you to keep. And then there's also some teacher instructions for this program. So that will kind of help clarify some things as well. There's some letters in there. If you will send home the letters and the yellow coupons today, because that gives the parents heads up that they can come on Thursday to pick up the booster seat. So that gives them time to schedule that. So if you can send that home today. And then also in the bag there are some stickers. And so if you'll place the stickers on the children on Thursday, that'll be a good reminder for the students and their parents to remember that today is the day that you can come get a free booster seat. So that's what the stickers are for. All right. So my name is Miss Pam, and I work for Piedmont Hospital. And you guys are second graders, is that correct? So see, I was talking to the kindergarten this morning, but y'all are bigger kids, so I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more straight, a little bit bigger talk, because I know you guys can handle it, okay? So I work for Piedmont Hospital, and we've been seeing some really bad things coming in the hospital as it relates to safety and riding in a car or a truck. And so that's why we came to talk about this with you all. Now, as you can see, I've got some stuff up here, and I'm going to need some volunteers to come up. But let me just tell you, this is not how I pick a volunteer. If you're doing this, you're not going to get picked. I can tell you that. Pretty much. Most of the time, you don't get picked. What am I looking for? I'm looking for boys and girls that are sitting crisscross applesauce. So if you need to spread out a little bit, y'all need to spread out a little bit, you can do that. Sitting crisscross applesauce. Your eyes are on me. So if you need to be staring a hole through me, right? Looking at me, right? Staring at me. You have big listening ears. I can tell you're listening really strong. And then if you're talking to like the person next to you, or if you're talking or wiggling around or moving around, then I probably won't be able to pick you as a volunteer. So if you're being pretty still, you're listening, you're not talking, I'm going to see that, and I'm going to pick you as a volunteer. All right, so let me ask you a question. The last time that you rode in your car, your truck, your van, who in here got to ride in the front seat? If you rode in the front seat. Who in here rode in the back seat? You rode in the back seat. Okay, so this is the reason why I came today to talk with you all about this, okay? So let me get my very first volunteer. I'm going to pick somebody who's really looking at me, been very intense. How about this young lady right here? You be my volunteer? Oh, and if I pick you as a volunteer and you don't want to do it, all you have to do is say no, because you don't have to do it, okay? So if I pick you and you don't want to do it, just shake your head no. Want to be my volunteer? Come on, you got to come fast if you want to do it. You got to pick up, you got to go, you got to move it. Okay. Come on. Walk like you need to get here. All right, so hold this up, please, with both hands. There you go. So who can tell me, what is this? A mirror, right? It's a mirror. And where do you find this thing? In the car, your truck, wherever. And it kind of does what? It kind of helps to keep the what? Sun out of your eyes, so it drops down right in front of your face, right? In the car. Now, do you know that people who make cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, all that, when they make them, they know exactly what is going to happen if somebody hits their car. They know how it's going to act. They know exactly what's going to go on with the people in the car. They know all that. In advance, they already know it. So, what about this? Hold this one up now. Well, what does that say in yellow and black? Warning. Now, what does the warning say? The warning says death or serious injury can occur. Children, can be killed by the airbag. And this is that front passenger seat. The airbag is something that explodes out of your dash if somebody hits your car. And it does that in that front passenger seat. But so many of you were saying that you were sitting there. Oh my goodness. And it says right here, the back seat is the safest place for children. And it says here, children 12 and under can be killed by the airbag. Uh-oh, I don't see anybody in here 13 years old. Well, I am. The teachers are, a little bit. But, so, who in here is 13 years old? We have some fibbers, right? So, it says here that unless you're 13, all right, I'm waiting. Unless you're 13 years old, then you should sit in the back seat to be the safest as possible, but you really shouldn't sit up front unless your parent says there's nowhere else to sit, you have to sit there. But if there's a place in the back seat, you should sit in the back seat. Thank you for being my volunteer. So, now let me ask you another question. When you ride in your car, your truck, your van, all of that, who in here, did you have trouble, like, does that seatbelt like rub your neck? Man, or your face or your neck? Does it do that? Yeah, it does that sometimes. So let me ask you a question, like, what do you do when that does that? What do you do? Oh, can you come show me? He said he has an idea. Come around here. Man, this seatbelt gets too big for you. And he says you can put it behind. Right here. Okay. Slide all the way back for me. Like slide your bottom all the way back. There you go. Now, will you buckle that up? Because you guys are big enough to buckle yourself. Oh man, it does rub his neck. Okay, what do? Oh. Does anybody else try this? Yeah! Well, okay. Hey. Let me just tell y'all something. I just had the kindergartners in here, and they were being so much more attentive. They weren't doing all this. So don't let the kindergartners out, do you, okay? All right, so I saw a lot of you say yes, that you do this, right? Oh my goodness. So I need a couple of volunteers. Let me see. Who's been very still, very quiet? How about Buddy in pink in the back? You think I'll volunteer? No? Okay. How about in the blue? Come on back. And let's see who's been very still and very quiet up front. How about right here in the pink? Will you be my volunteer? No? Yes? Come on. If I choose you as a volunteer, I need you to come quickly, okay? Come up here quickly. So, the first one, will you hold Mr. Bones? So you can hold this and put your hand here. Put your other hand here. And then you can put one hand, just like this, one on each. There you go. All right. And then for you, I want you to put this on. Wait a minute. There we go. Get back fixed. Okay. So, let's just think about how we're buckled up here. Now, you're not the only one. Everybody says they do this. He is being so brave to be our example, and I appreciate that. But when you put the seatbelt behind your back, oh my goodness, look, hold your hands up. Do you see how this is way up here by his tummy? Everybody feel your tummy. Feel your tummy. Do you feel any bones in your tummy? No, you shouldn't feel, unless you swallowed a chicken bone. I mean, Lord, but you shouldn't feel bones in your tummy, right? So if you think about it, look at your organs here, okay? Let's all have a look. So everybody look at this. Get back. Okay, so this is what you look like on the inside of your body. This is all of your organs. So let me see how smart you are here at Georgetown. What is this little, heart? What are these things on the side? Your lungs. And this is all your intestines, right? Now, if you're riding down the road like this, can you show me how far you can bend forward? How far can you bend forward? Wow. Oh my goodness, look at that. So somebody hits their car, he's going to fly forward, and then that seatbelt is going to squish all of his organs. And do you know that's what we're seeing at the hospital? When kids your age are coming to the hospital, like their organs have gotten really hurt, maybe even cut, and they're bleeding, and then the surgeon, the doctor, they have to open you up and try to, oh my gosh, try to figure out how to fix that. Is that something you'd want to do? No, absolutely not. Who can tell me, what are these bones right here? Your hip bones, that's very smart. Do you know, everybody feel your hip bones by your pockets. Do you know that your hip bones are the strongest bones in your whole body? Yes, they're very strong. And if you were to have your seatbelt come across your strong hip bones, then they can hold you in the car, and they also protect your organs so they don't have to hold you in, but these hip bones will, okay? So if you put this behind your back, is that a good idea? No. All right, thank you for being my volunteer. Thank you for being my volunteer. And you as well. You want to help me? I don't want to pull your hair. There you go. Okay, so I've got another thing that I see boys and girls do, and guess what? Moms and dads do that as well. And so I'm looking for another volunteer, someone who's being very still, not talking. Would you be my volunteer? No? Come on. Come on. Sit right here. Okay. All the way back. Just sit straight, all the way back. Straighten up. Okay. All right. So now, oh, wait a minute. I got your arm. Want to lift your arm out? Thank you very much. So when you sit in here, I see some boys and girls, what they do is they will take the seatbelt and put it up underneath their arm. So that way it doesn't rub their neck. Anybody else try this? Okay, so let me get a couple of volunteers. How about, let me see here. How about this young lady right here? Yep, come on. And I need one more volunteer. I'm not looking for raised hands. I'm looking for boys and girls who've been sitting still. How about this young lady right here? Come on. If you're talking, I can't pick you as a volunteer if you're talking. Okay. So if you'll put this on for me. And then if you'll hold Mr. Bones for me, one here and one there. There you go. Okay. Now, let's look at this situation. I see mom and dad do this. I see grown-ups do this. I see kids do this. But now, think about this. If somebody hits your car, your seatbelt is designed to reel in and to get really tight. So, if your seatbelt is up underneath your arm, wait a minute. What are these bones right here? What are they? Your lungs are up in there. Very good. Your lungs are in there. What are these bones called? Your ribs. Now, if somebody hits the car and tightens up on this seatbelt, might it break one of them ribs? And then if it breaks the rib, it could poke into your lungs. What if you couldn't breathe? All right, everybody take a deep breath for me. One more. All right, so what if you get in a car crash and that you have your seatbelt like that and it hurts your lungs or it hurts your ribs and you can't breathe in? Is that good? No. Can you live if you can't breathe? No. So is this right here, she was just being an example, and I appreciate that. Is this a good idea? No, absolutely not. Okay. Very good. You just don't do nothing about it? I got a better idea than that. Okay, thank y'all. Go have a seat. Thank you for being my volunteer. All right, so I've seen you all do all sorts of things because you're trying to fix this seatbelt that doesn't fit you. So let me give you one more example. I want to pick someone who's being very still, very quiet. How about this young man right here? Will you be my volunteer? Here, come on. So this weekend, my husband, he is so sloppy and messy. So I was cleaning out his closet this weekend, and he's got a bunch of clothes he doesn't wear. So I thought, you know what? I might bring some clothes and see if maybe somebody might like to have them. So I found this coat here. Would you do me a favor? Will you try this on? Okay. All right. All right, so now, wait a minute. Do you like this? He said no, absolutely not. He does not like it. Well, what's wrong with it? What's wrong? He said it's too big. Is it too big? Yes, it is too big. So wait a minute. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me that you don't wear your parents' clothes to school? Not every day. You don't wear your parents' clothes to school. But when you, and I'm waiting, there's a lot of talking and I'm just going to wait. Just talking, I'm going to wait. So when you try to put this seatbelt on, it is too big for you. Just like if you tried to put on your parents' clothes, they're too big. Do you know that the seatbelts are made for adults? They're not made for second graders. They're made for adults. So that's why they don't fit you. They're never going to fit you because they're made for a big person, and it's going to be just like if you tried to wear this coat to school. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't fit. Thank you very much for being my volunteer. Okay, so we've tried out you guys' ideas. We've tried to see what you're doing out there because I've been watching you guys. I've been kind of being around Georgetown Elementary, kind of checking it out. You know, I actually went to Kendrick, so I've been kind of spying on y'all. And I've been looking at you in your cars and your trucks, and I've been looking at how you're buckling, and you have me very, very concerned. So I want to try, can we try my idea? Because y'all's ideas are kind of scary, okay? Can we try my idea? All right, let's try my idea. Who can tell me what is this? Nope, not a car seat. A booster seat. This is a booster seat. It is not a car seat. Now I want you to notice something about this. Does it have straps in here like you normally see in a car seat? No, there's no straps, right? So check this out. Car seats have straps. They're made for smaller, younger people. You got the second graders. Booster seats, that's way different. Do you know there are some very, very smart people, and they're called engineers. And they knew that these seat belts were way too big for y'all, and that you were having trouble with them. So they invented this. Now, guess what? I've seen some engineers in this room. You could one day solve a problem just like they did and become an engineer one day, okay? Just like these smart people did. And they made this so that the seatbelt will now fit you like it's supposed to fit you, okay? So let me get a volunteer. I'm looking for someone who's been really kind of paying attention this whole time, sort of been kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing. How about, wow, so many good ones, I'm telling you. How about, how about this young man right here? You need my volunteer? Come on. Come on up here. Joe, will you sit here for me? Slide all the way back. Now, when he sits here, notice how this is like crunching his shoulders, like it looks like it's too little for him, right? But guess what? These engineers are very smart, and this is what they did. You can squeeze this handle, and look, now it comes up, and it becomes like the chair for a king or a queen. Do you know there's so many good benefits to this booster? And look, you cannot be a baby and use this. You have to be a big kid. So now we're going to buckle this up. Will you Will you buckle that in? And you guys know how to buckle up. He's so used to putting it behind his back. So look, it has little grooves. You're going to put the bottom part of your seatbelt up underneath this groove, and then we're going to put them up underneath this groove on both sides. And now, there you go. When I run this through back here, like it's supposed to go. Now, whoa! Now look at where that lower belt is. It's coming across his strong what? Hip bones, absolutely. It's coming across his strong hip bones. Do you see the seatbelt rubbing his neck anymore? No, it looks great. It's not rubbing his neck. It looks so good. Let me tell you some other things about a booster seat. Now, he's tall up in the car like an adult, and now you can see outside. You can see where you're going really good. And did you know you could say, oh, look, Mom, there's an ice cream shop. Let's go there. So you can see out the car. You know when you're going. You know when you're about to get there. And guess what else? Let's say he had his favorite drink. There's a place right here. Keep your drink. You went by the store. You got yourself a drink. If you had a snack, you can put your snack over there. You put your food there. And then you know what else? When, let's say you're taking a long trip and you get sleepy and you want to take a nap, now you've got a place to lay your head, take a nap. Like this seat right here was only made for you guys because it's made to make the seatbelt fit you like it's supposed to. So it's not rubbing his neck, it's low on his waist. Now, if a car crashes, there's a lot of talking. If the car crashes and hits your car and the seatbelt tightens up, it's going to hold him in here just perfect. Do you know that boys and girls who are riding in their car and they think, I'm not riding in no booster seat. I don't think that's good. And they come to our hospital because that's the #1 reason that we see people come to the hospital when they're not sick, if they got hurt somehow. The #1 reason was because they were in a car crash. And sometimes kids between ages 4 and 10, which is y'all, they're hurt the worst. Y'all are between 10 though, right? You're around 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there? Yeah. So think about it. When they come to our hospital, they're hurt so bad because of the things that you all were doing. You were putting the shoulder belt behind your back. You were putting it across your stomach. And then they have to activate our trauma system. And do you know what that means? That means that like 10 or 15 people are going to have to rush in to try to save your life. And you know what? The first thing that they do, they're still talking. I'm competing with talking. The very first thing that they do is they have to bring you in and they take scissors and they have to go and they have to cut down and cut off all your clothes. Because they have to be able to see what's wrong with you. So do you want to lay there in front of 15 people who cut off all your clothes because they're trying to save your life? Ooh. I mean, hey, I'm glad that it's there if we need it, right? But that's not what you want to do. You actually want to be, young man, can you come here? Can you come? Come on. Let's move you right on down here. Can you sit down there by your feet? Thank you. So, it's really important that your life is so important that you want to protect your life. And that's why when you wear and use a booster seat, and now the seatbelt fits you like an adult, you are as safe as you possibly can be without, unless it didn't happen. You've done everything that you could possibly do to protect yourself. So this booster seat right here can save your life. And do you know you can get one of these for free. Right? So today, we're going to give everybody a little yellow piece of paper, and you take that home to your parents, and they will be able to take that and come and get one of a booster seat for free. So we're going to be putting these outside your school, and it will tell your parents where they, what day and what time, and then on your booster coupon, it'll tell them where to go, where they can come and they can get a booster seat for you for free. And then you don't have to worry about, your organs getting hurt or the seatbelt rubbing your neck. You don't have to do all of that. So that's really important. So if you want to get that booster seat, if you need a booster seat, then this is a great way to get it, and you can get one just like this for free. Okay? So now teachers, we're going to have you guys just take control back of your classrooms, and we have 5 sets of scales, so I'll let you guys decide how you want to do that. But you'll line up the children in front of those 5 sets of scales, and if you'll go ahead when they get in the line, go ahead and give them their coupons, that'll make it go faster. And then we have some mats that they stand on while they're waiting to be